Good afternoon, everyone. This is V with Art of Wigs with V, and I am just doing a little chat today, not underneath the ring light. The only lighting I have going on right now is I'm sitting in front of a sliding glass door in my dining room. So you may hear some birds tweaking in the background. They're building their nests and they're all filled with joy. At least there's sun today in Michigan. I don't have my glasses on right now because they're blue light blocking and they're going to show a little bit of a glare in this. But when I put the wig on so I can see what to do, I'll probably put them on. So I ask you to bear with me on that. I have the wig that I received yesterday, which is Tressallure Pixie Lite, and it is in the color, I have to put the glasses on to read the color, sorry. 52/38/49/root of 8. Now, when I ordered this, for some reason I thought I had read that it was a 3-tone gray, but I don't believe it is, because it's all it says when I look it up on Frannies' website now is those color numbers. But I thought I had read that somewhere, so I was mistaken. So I'm going to put it on for you, and we'll get on with just a little chat about it, see what we can do with it. This is a heat-friendly fiber, by the way, and it's a wonderful fiber. It feels the most like human hair, probably, of any wig I've ever owned. And how it will react to heat, I have no way of knowing that. But it is a beautiful feeling fiber. It feels like really healthy human hair. So let's go ahead and put it on. Oh, I should show you the inside of the cap first. It has a full monofilament top, and it has lace down to the ear tabs, which are velvet covered. Then it has an extended velvet nape and Velcro adjusters. Right now, the Velcro adjusters are where they were when I received it. So they're approximately 3 inches apart, so it can be cinched in quite a ways. It has approximately, I would say, maybe an inch that you could still move them out. The nape is 2 inches long. I'm going to consult my notes here for a second. The crown is 6 inches, and the fringe, the bang, is 5.75. It only weighs 2.2 ounces. So basically, it doesn't feel like anything on your head. But I thought perhaps by doing this little video in front of the sliding glass door, you would get an idea of the real color, so it's not changed in any way by my ring light or any other overhead lights. So let's just kind of give her a little shake, put her on. I haven't done anything to her other than try her on. Looks like a lot of hair, right? Well, you got to remember I shook her. Let's just kind of smooth her down with my fingers. I'm going to get up here and make sure, well, first I'm going to do my ear tabs. Take my glasses off to do that. Make sure they are in the right position, pinch them toward my head. Same with the extended nape in the back. It has great stays in it that I can pinch toward my neck. And I'm just going to try to look forward here and put the lace in the spot. Now I have a widow's peak, which might stick down a little. Without glasses, it's a little bit hard for me to see. I'm going to put them on to just get a close-up. It has a beautiful lace front. One thing I really like about it is I normally go into lace fronts and I make little circles on them like this, because they always look too straightly sewn across here, and that doesn't look natural to me. So when I mess the hair up a little bit on the lace, it makes it look more natural. I don't think that's necessary on this one. It hasn't been sewn in a total straight line. it really is a beautiful lace front. And remember that the bang is 5.75 inches. My face from here, hairline, to the tip of my chin is 7.25. That looks pretty close, doesn't it? And then the crown on this is 6 inches. Doesn't actually say what the sides are. You can see how long it is up here. But I'm going to guess they're pretty much the same as the fringe, except right in here, of course, those are sewn from the top of the ear tab down. It does come down a little longer. So in the front, for me, at the 7.50 face length, it's coming to my chin. It kind of wants to do this curved in like this. It almost looks like it has a stack in the back. And I'll have to turn around later to show you the back because I'm in a chair that I can't spin on. I'm sorry for that. It has, like I said, a full mono lace top. You could part it anywhere you wanted. It seems to be very nice. It's very comfortable. The hair is just amazing feeling. I do like the color. It is lighter in the front, more of a gray. And the root is a number 8, like it says. And then it goes back into kind of some brown tones back here, probably more brown than gray. So most of this gray is concentrated in the front and a little bit on the top. So this is, for me, it feels like quite a lot of hair. Now my circumference is 21 inches. I gained about 20 pounds in the last few months, and that actually increased my head circumference. It was 20 and a half with a grip on. It's now 21 with the grip on. And it does change how some of my wigs fit. This is feeling totally comfortable for me with the grip on, with the adjusters the way they are when it came. Normally I would have to pull adjusters in quite a ways before that would feel comfortable. So if you had a bigger head than 21 inches, there is stretch here. I hope you can see that. And you can still pull each adjuster out 1 inch. It does have, I think, a little bit of box hair up here because it wants to split hair-wise right here. So it wants to separate, and that shows a weft for me. So I need to give it most likely a cold water soak and see if that will fix the box hair. I have no product in it or anything. So if you just want a nice smooth, I would not call this a pixie. I don't believe Tressallure meant it to be a pixie style, maybe a pixie look. You know, kind of cute and pixie-like. That's all I can think. It seems more like, it's kind of like a bob with some layers. So because the back is only 2 inches, I don't know if you can see any of the back. I'll try going around here. It's 2 inches on that nape, which for me is amazing coverage because normally I have to shave my neck for the short wigs that I wear, which are usually around 1.5, even 1 1/4 is one of the wigs that I wear. They're usually about 1.5 inches. And the 2 inches really gives me a lot of coverage. You get some extra coverage because you have that extended nape, which when you put it on your grip right, hangs below the grip. So it's really cute just like this. It's very easy, just throw on and go. You're ready to go. No product, no anything in it. Probably has come together as far as this way in the style easier than any wig I've probably ever worn, in all honesty. I think it's very comfortable. Now, I would like to see whether or not I can just do a few things to it. I really don't want to put a lot of product in it right now, so I'm just going to kind of manipulate it a little bit with my hands so you get an idea of what things could you do with it without having to cut it, without having to put a lot of product in it, okay? So, sometimes I like to do an up and over look. Let's just see if with the warmth of my hands, because it's heat friendly, that if I can create that without putting a bunch of product in it. I was able to do that. Will it stay? Probably not unless I put some spray in it. But that's okay. I've never not had to put spray in any other style that I did this to. Then if I wanted to, I could pull a few pieces down here, get this a little more. I'm just going to make a little circle up here to make that come off and let this drop down here. And a tiny bit of Jon Renau Piece-Out cream right in there would hold that pretty good with a little bit of wig spray on it. And I can piece out some of these pieces with what I have left. The issue with Jon Renau Piece-Out cream is to always remember this. Never take it out of the jar and put it directly in your hair. It will get greasy. Jon Renau does not teach people to do that in his classes either. It says to take a pea-sized, I've always said a dime size, maybe I was wrong, and you put it on your first finger and you rub it in with your fingers until it warms up and it disappears, so you don't get that greasy look. Then I can go in here, I can rub it at the root. I only use Jon Renau Piece-Out cream at the root. If I wanted to stay with this style up and over, this is not going to keep me from putting it back down, by the way, because I got very little on there. Now, if I want to bring, I got a little bit, see, stickiness on my fingers yet, so I can kind of train this to go over here. I kind of like a deep part, and I'll just take a couple pieces here, not that really long one, and I'll maybe piece some of them out just because I like, the wind is blowing a little bit through the sliding glass door screen. I can take this and put it behind my ear. It's got this hair spliced onto the ear tab, so I can do this. I can pull these down straighter so they're not doing all the curviness. They kind of want to curve, but it's heat friendly. I can use a flat iron if I wanted to make those totally straight. Maybe I don't want to, because maybe that curves the eye in toward the face more than being so extreme looking. So I could have this back here. I think I can move this all back so it's even smoother on that side. And I have a real up and over look to it. I just dropped my glasses on the floor. Let's hope I don't need them. So I can bring some hair out here, piece a few things out like this too. I can take hair here, put that behind my ear, maybe even more of it. Let me take this whole section here, just bringing some from the ear tab to be in front of, because I shave my sideburns because of all the short wigs I wear, or I'd have Elvis sideburns. So, no relation. I love it like this. I think it's really cute. It's very funky. Not everyone likes funky hair, though. Now, what else could I do with her? Let's just kind of mess her up. I kind of like to get my hands in my hair and just kind of mess it up. It makes me feel like I actually have a head of hair again for once in my life. since I was age 50. So now I gotta do something with it, because if I go out like this, people will think I've been in a windstorm, or they'll just think I'm that crazy old lady that wanders around with her paints and her pad of paper and sketches things all over town. So, which is true, but I don't usually look like this. I'm just going to use what I call my picker fingers, these. I'm going to move hair where I want it. Because if I squash it with my hands, it's going to look like squashed hair. So all this beautiful texture and movement will get lost. You can still bring her down pretty smoothly and flatter if that's the look you're after. This, does it belong there or over there? Doesn't matter. It's got a monofilament part. I can put it where I want. So you can see how smooth I got it. If I wanted to, I could bring some bangs across. They're going to be a little long on me. I'll take some that way. Let's see what we do here. I could just have that one little piece out and do an ear tuck. Maybe bring a piece right there to kind of hide whether or not I had a sideburn or not. And then I can bring this forward more. So I just have a one ear tuck. Could we bring it all forward? We could if I had a much longer forehead, okay? But because I only have a 2.5 inch forehead, this is gonna be kind of hard to bring across, other than I could do this. A definite sweep across. I'm still liking the ear tuck. That one piece just sort of automatically wants to be there. Isn't that great? The color is a cool color. The brown that is in it is kind of more of an ash brown. I generally like to wear gray. My favorite color is Chrome RT1B by Estetica. I like the black root because I have very dark eyebrows and my natural hair is dark brown, pretty close to black. And I still have that, some of that hair, but it's got gray in it. So I always feel funny if I don't have a dark root. However, this one, it's not that dark. I mean, it's dark, but it's not black like the one I usually wear. And when you've got the hair down like this, you don't see it that much. So I kind of like it like that. Let's try it behind both ears. I'm going to bring some hair down just because I don't have any sideburns. Ooh, that one's kind of cute. It came down short. I wonder if I can bring anything up here that would be a little shorter. It's a matter of just letting yourself play with it, deciding, well, that's a shape that I might be able to work with. That's something that I might like. Can I do these things with it? Can I make it my own? Before you decide to just put it in the box and send it back. Now, I gotta be honest with you, when I put this on yesterday, I just thought, whoa, this is like, I think, too much hair for me. And there is no discernible permatease, I will tell you that. Let me see if I can feel, just to make sure I'm not lying. Usually when you have a monofilament top, there's a little permatease around the outer edges of the monofilament where it ends. And there is a little tiny bit there. That's what keeps the shape here. If you didn't have that, it would just be completely flat. But this is not big hair or a lot of hair that's filled with permatease. It's not like that at all. It's just a beautiful cut with a good amount of hair that looks and feels like total human hair. So would that bother me in my eyes all the time? Probably. But I could always snip those if I wanted to, but I probably wouldn't. I wouldn't, because I like to do this with it, and I want to be able to play around with it. And we can get back to where we were. And remember, it's heat friendly. And the manufacturer says you use a curling iron or a heat tool, which could be a flat iron, up to 350 degrees. Remember, every manufacturer is different. So you need a heat tool that you can gauge the temperature on, not just low, higher, 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 and you're guessing at it. But it is a beautiful wig. And I guess I'm going to look at it this way. I knew the measurements before I ordered it because I teach women in one-on-ones to measure the wig they think they've fallen in love with, the specs on it, to their face to see where it's going to fall, whether it's going to be too long for them or too short. Sometimes that eliminates a lot of wigs that they would have ordered that would have been sent back because they weren't happy with it. So it gives them a better idea. So I knew where this was going to fall on me. I don't think I was quite as prepared though for it to be to look quite as much like a bob as it does, right with this profile kind of thing in here and the swooping like this that it wants to do in the front. I'm not insane about that, but it's heat friendly. Plus look at it, it responds to the heat of my hands. What if I were to do this, responding to the heat of my hands? Look at that. Now watch this one. If I wanted to do something kind of funky and tip those ends a little bit, I can do that just with the heat of my hands. So there you go, ladies. This is Pixie Lite by Tressallure in what they call, hold on, I want to make sure I say it correctly, the Look Fabulous Realistic Stylable Synthetic Hair. Would I agree with that description? At this point, without touching a heat tool to it, I would say indeed I would. So, I think you should give her a try. It feels very, very light on your head. I mean, come on, 2.2 ounces. The wigs that I have that's closest to that is an Ellen Villa one that is cropped off right here, and it comes up on my eyebrows, and it weighs 2 ounces. It feels like I have nothing on my head. This pretty much feels like I have nothing on my head. And none of these hairs are coming apart and fly away and sticking in my eyes or my lipstick or anything. Well, I lied there. There was one piece. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed seeing this. I think you should give this a try. I think it does compare to Ignite a little bit in some of the shape here. I just pumped it up with my fingers is all. That's not permatease in there. There's a little bit here, but it's not doing it. It's just very manipulative. I'd like to thank Frannies Hair for sending me this wig for review. And check it out below where to buy it at frannieshair.com. And I'll be seeing you the next time. So you take care and have a blessed day. Bye.